Cybersecurity Monthly News, February 2025 by DuoCircle.com. DeepSeek AI faces cyberattacks, halts new user registrations. DeepSeek, a leading AI application, has temporarily stopped accepting new users following a series of targeted cyberattacks. Hackers allegedly exploited system vulnerabilities, causing service disruptions and raising concerns about potential data exposure. In response, the company has implemented enhanced security measures and launched a thorough investigation to prevent future breaches. United Health data breach puts millions at risk. United Health has reportedly suffered a major data breach, exposing the personal and medical information of approximately 190 million users. While financial data remains unaffected, the breach raises serious concerns over patient privacy and healthcare system security. The company has activated incident response protocols, enlisted cybersecurity experts, and notified regulatory authorities as investigations continue. TalkTalk confirms data breach, claims minimal impact. Telecom provider TalkTalk has confirmed a cyberattack that led to unauthorized access to a limited amount of customer data. The company assures that no sensitive financial information was compromised while implementing additional security measures and launching an investigation. Cybersecurity experts warn that even minor breaches can pose risks, urging businesses to strengthen their defenses and enhance transparency. Windows BitLocker vulnerability exposes encrypted passwords. A critical flaw in Windows BitLocker has reportedly allowed unauthorized access to encrypted passwords, putting sensitive data at risk. Microsoft confirmed the issue, but attack methods remain unclear. Experts advise MFA and prompt patch updates. Organizations are urged to reassess their encryption strategies and adopt a multi-layered defense approach to mitigate future threats. UK government warns of escalating cyber threats. The UK government has issued a cybersecurity advisory warning of increasingly sophisticated attacks targeting critical infrastructure, businesses, and public institutions. Assessments reveal significant gaps in cyber resilience, with a shortage of skilled personnel posing a major risk to national security. Authorities urge stronger cybersecurity, better monitoring, and public-private collaboration to prevent disruptions. Threat actors exploiting 7-zip flaw to bypass Windows moat protections. Cybercriminals are exploiting a newly discovered vulnerability in 7-zip to bypass Microsoft's Mark of the Web protections, increasing the risk of malware infections. Attackers use phishing campaigns to distribute compromised archive files, which can install keyloggers, remote access Trojans, and ransomware with minimal user interaction. Security experts recommend avoiding unverified archive files, applying security patches promptly, and implementing enhanced endpoint protection. Meta confirms spyware attack targeting 90 journalists and activists. Meta has revealed that a zero-click spyware attack on WhatsApp compromised at least 90 journalists and human rights activists. A suspected state-sponsored attack exploited a WhatsApp vulnerability, enabling unauthorized access to messages and device controls. Digital rights groups are calling for stronger global regulations on spyware misuse to protect privacy and prevent surveillance abuses. InGlobal suffers 6-week outage due to ransomware attack. InGlobal Corporation, an engineering and automation services provider, was hit by a ransomware attack that disrupted operations for 6 weeks. Hackers allegedly encrypted critical business data and blocked access to key systems, causing project delays and potential data leaks. The incident underscores the urgent need for proactive threat detection, incident response planning, and continuous security monitoring in industrial sectors. Casio web store hacked, credit card skimming malware injected. Casio's online store was breached, with attackers injecting Magikarp-style skimmer scripts to steal customer credit card information in real time. The malicious code was loaded from a compromised hosting provider and was linked to at least 17 infections. Customers should check bank statements for fraud, while businesses must enhance security audits and threat detection. Hackers deploy FERRET malware via fake job interviews on macOS. A cyber espionage campaign has been uncovered where hackers impersonate recruiters to trick job seekers into installing FERRET malware on Mac OS devices. Once trust is gained, malicious payloads bypass security controls, allowing attackers to steal credentials, exfiltrate sensitive files, and gain remote access. Experts urge job seekers to verify recruiter identities, avoid downloading unverified files, and for companies to train employees on social engineering threats. Password alert. 2.8 million devices hacked in massive cyber attack. A massive brute force attack has compromised 2.8 million devices, including VPNs, firewalls, and other network security tools. The attack, reportedly executed by a botnet, exploited weak passwords to gain unauthorized access, allowing cybercriminals to control devices and networks. The FBI has issued a warning, urging users to strengthen passwords, enable multi-factor authentication, MFA, and update security patches to prevent future breaches. Attackers use ClickFix to deploy malicious net support, RAT. Cybercriminals used ClickFix to inject fake CAPTCHAs, tricking users into running malicious PowerShell commands. The attack installs net support RAT, allowing screen monitoring, device control, and data theft while evading detection. Users are advised to stay cautious of unexpected CAPTCHA requests and avoid executing unverified commands. Alleged hacker group involved in global cyber attacks for years. Microsoft uncovered Bad Pilot, a cyber campaign targeting governments and critical infrastructure in 15-plus countries. Attackers exploited software vulnerabilities in JetBrains TeamCity, Microsoft Outlook, and Fortinet to steal credentials and escalate privileges. Organizations must enhance security measures by promptly patching software, monitoring for unusual activity, and implementing stronger access controls. Alleged hackers exploit PowerShell trick to hack devices. A hacker group is tricking government personnel into manually executing malicious PowerShell commands through spear phishing emails containing fake registration links. Once executed, these commands install an RDP tool, allowing attackers to gain remote access and control over the victim system using a hard-coded PIN and certificate. To mitigate risks, organizations should enforce multi-factor authentication, restrict PowerShell execution, and educate employees about social engineering tactics. Ransomware attack leading to huge data recovery costs. A ransomware attack on an Asian software company exploited Palo Alto PANOS vulnerability, CV 2024-12, installing a plug's backdoor for espionage. The attack disrupted IT operations, resulted in a $2 million ransom demand, and potentially compromised sensitive data. To prevent similar incidents, businesses should prioritize patch management, network segmentation, and advanced threat detection measures. New Frigid Stealer malware targets macOS via fake browser updates. Frigid Stealer is a new malware targeting macOS systems distributed via fake browser update pages. It gains elevated privileges through AppleScript, stealing sensitive data like browser credentials and cryptocurrency information. The malware is linked to the TA2727 threat group, which previously used fake updates to deliver malicious payloads across platforms, including Windows and Android. Hackers exploit MAV-inject.exe to evade detection in recent cyber attacks. MAV-inject.exe is being used by cybercriminals to inject malware into targeted systems while avoiding detection by antivirus software. The malware checks for security processes and then executes malicious code if an antivirus is present, allowing attackers to remotely access the system. The group behind these attacks, known as Revivalstone, is iterating on their methods to strengthen their infiltration techniques. Stealthy cyber espionage campaign targets firms with advanced malware. A cyber espionage campaign, Revivalstone, targets firms in the manufacturing, materials, and energy sectors using advanced malware and SQL injection exploits. Attackers compromise servers with web shells and then infiltrate managed service providers to gain access to multiple organizations. The malware bypasses security using evasion, encryption, and certificates, with variants like Death Lotus and Cunning Pigeon, enabling data theft. Hackers exploit image tags to deploy stealthy payment skimmers. Cybercriminals have injected payment skimmers into e-commerce sites by hiding malicious JavaScript code within image tags. The skimmer collects credit card details from users during checkout and sends them to an external server, making it difficult for security scanners to detect. This method avoids traditional tactics by leveraging the error event triggered when an image fails to load reducing detection risks. Major data breaches exposed sensitive information in recent cyber attacks. 2 major data breaches exposed personal and medical information, including names, SSNs, and financial details. The breaches were carried out using modern invasive techniques, exposing millions of individuals to identity theft risks. Affected individuals are offered credit monitoring and identity protection, while authorities strengthen security to prevent future attacks. For cybersecurity-related solutions, please visit us at DuoCircle.com today.